In the world of true crime, reality often surpasses the most macabre of fictions. Our minds are left reeling, grappling with tales so chilling, they make our worst nightmares seem like child's play. We journey through the twisted corridors of the human psyche where innocence is lost and unspeakable acts are committed. These are the stories that haunt us, that linger in the shadows of our consciousness. So brace yourself, steel your nerves, prepare yourself, as we delve into the darkness of humanity. The Staircase, a documentary that will make you question the very essence of innocence and guilt. In the heart of Durham, North Carolina, an affluent couple found themselves entangled in a web of suspicion and intrigue. Kathleen Peterson, a successful executive, was discovered lifeless at the bottom of her staircase, setting the stage for a mystery that would captivate the nation. Enter Michael Peterson, her husband and acclaimed novelist, who stood as the prime suspect. A man of charm and eloquence, he protested his innocence with unwavering conviction. But the evidence painted a very different picture. A bloody footprint, an inconsistent 911 call, and Kathleen's inexplicable injuries. Each detail was a puzzle piece that seemed to fit together all too conveniently. Yet the story was far from straightforward. As the layers were peeled back, what emerged were shocking revelations that blurred the lines between guilt and innocence. Michael, it turned out, was not the man he claimed to be. His secret life, his past misdemeanors, and a similar death from his past, all surfaced to cast a long, dark shadow on his claims of innocence. The trial was a spectacle of unexpected twists, with experts clashing over evidence interpretation, and theories ranging from a freak accident to an owl attack. Yes, you heard it right. An owl. This case had it all. But was Michael a cold-blooded killer, or just an unfortunate man caught in a whirlwind of bad luck and circumstances? The jury thought the former, sentencing him to life. However, the documentary presents a different perspective, challenging us to question our own understanding of innocence and guilt. The Staircase takes us on a journey through the labyrinth of the American justice system, where facts are often stranger than fiction. It's a narrative that will leave you pondering long after the credits roll, questioning every detail, every testimony, every verdict. A tale of uncertainty where truth and deception dance a dangerous waltz. Making a Murderer, a story of a man's relentless fight against a system that failed him. In the desolate corners of Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, an insidious tale of injustice unfolds. The focal point of the narrative is Stephen Avery, a man caught in the crosshairs of a system that seemed determined to see him fail. A man whose life was upended, not once, but twice, by a system that was supposed to protect him. Avery spent 18 long years incarcerated for a crime he did not commit. The real culprit? An egregious blend of mistaken identity, flawed forensics, and a justice system that turned a blind eye to the evidence. After a grueling battle, Avery was finally exonerated through DNA testing, but the taste of freedom was short-lived. In a cruel twist of fate, Avery found himself back in the clutches of the very system that had wronged him. This time, the charge was murder. With the cloud of his past conviction hanging over him, Avery faced an uphill battle for justice. The documentary, Making a Murderer, delves into this chilling saga, shedding light on Avery's plight and the systemic failures that led to his wrongful convictions. This is not just a tale of one man's fight for justice. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of the justice system and the devastating impact of prejudice. It's a testament to the power of resilience in the face of adversity, a stirring call to action for criminal justice reform. Making a Murderer is a chilling exploration of the intersection of law, justice, and human error. It's a story that raises uncomfortable questions about the integrity of those tasked with upholding justice and the lengths to which they'll go to protect their reputation. So as we delve into the depths of Avery's story, we're left with a nagging question. How many more Stephen Averys are out there, trapped in a system that refuses to acknowledge its mistakes? It's an unnerving thought, isn't it? An unnerving testament to the fragility of justice in the face of prejudice. The Jinx, a chilling tale of wealth, power, and a dark secret. One that hides in the shadows of a luxurious life, where the echoes of suspicion and horror resonate. This scene plunges us into the eerie depths of the documentary, The Jinx, a tale as riveting as it is unsettling. Our protagonist, or perhaps more accurately, our antagonist, is Robert Durst. An heir to a real estate empire, Durst's life is one draped in opulence and privilege. But beneath the veneer of wealth and power, a darker narrative unfolds, a narrative stained with the chilling hues of crime and death. Durst, with his unnerving demeanor, is suspected of not one but multiple murders. each more baffling than the last. The victims, his wife Kathleen, who disappeared without a trace in 1982, his longtime friend Susan Berman, and his neighbor Morris Black. 3 lives extinguished, with Durst at the epicenter of each mystery. The evidence against Durst is bizarre, to put it mildly. In his wife Kathleen's case, her disappearance remains unsolved, with Durst as the only person of interest. With Susan Berman, a letter with eerily similar handwriting to Durst's was found, tipping off police about her murder. And in Morris Black's case, Durst admitted to dismembering his body but claimed self-defense. Yet, despite the mounting evidence, Durst seems to glide above the law, his wealth and influence acting as a protective shield. It's a chilling reminder of the power dynamics at play in our society, where privilege often trumps justice. The Jinx is more than just a documentary. It's a haunting exploration into the heart of darkness that can reside within the human soul. It's a chilling tale of wealth and power, interwoven with a narrative of murder and suspicion. A saga of privilege and power stained by the darkest hues of crime. It's a tale that reminds us that sometimes the monsters we fear are not lurking in the shadows, but hidden behind the most unassuming faces and within the highest echelons of society. The Keepers, a documentary that uncovers a scandal hidden in the shadows of faith. In the heart of Baltimore, the year 1969 bore witness to a mystery that would remain unsolved for decades. A beloved nun and schoolteacher, Sister Kathy Sesnick, disappeared one cold November night. 2 months later, her lifeless body was found. Her murder, however, remained a cold case. As the years rolled on, the silence surrounding Sister Kathy's death began to crack. A group of her former students, now grown women, began to search for answers. Their courage led them to a dark corner of their past, their alma mater, Archbishop Keough High School, a place where they claimed innocence was stolen, not by a stranger, but by a trusted figure of faith. The Keepers takes us through this haunting journey, revealing a tangled web of abuse, manipulation, and cover-ups within the church. At its core, the story of Sister Kathy's murder becomes a chilling backdrop to a much larger scandal, one that the church had managed to keep hidden for decades. Through candid interviews and painstaking investigations, the survivors unearth a shocking reality. Their school's chaplain, a priest, had been systematically abusing numerous students, and Sister Kathy, it seemed, had known about it. Her attempts to stop it, they believed, led to her death. This story isn't just about a murder and a cover-up. It's about the courage of survivors who, despite the trauma and fear, stood up against a powerful institution. It's about the resilience of truth, the audacity to question authority, and the tenacity to demand justice. The Keepers is a chilling exploration of faith and betrayal. It's a grim reminder that sometimes the most monstrous horrors lurk not in the shadows, but in the places we deem safest. In the maze of true crime, truth and fiction often blur. As we traverse these winding paths, we uncover tales that are as chilling as they are intriguing. We've journeyed through the twisted tale of innocence and guilt, a story that left us questioning the very nature of justice. We've witnessed the fight against injustice, a struggle that exposed the grit and determination of those who refuse to be silenced. We've unraveled an heir's dark secret, a revelation that left us with goosebumps, questioning what truly lies beneath the surface of wealth and privilege. And let's not forget the church's hidden scandal, a distressing narrative that unmasks the shadows lurking behind the sacred walls of faith. These documentaries, each one a labyrinth of suspense, mystery, and horror, remind us of the dark and disturbing reality that often exists just beneath the surface of our everyday lives. They challenge us to question, to probe, and to seek the truth, no matter how unsettling it may be. Our journey into the realm of true crime, however, doesn't end here. There are countless more stories waiting to be discovered, more truths waiting to be unveiled. And as we delve deeper, we must always remember, darkness often lurks where we least expect it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends.